When Bob saw the breadth of his domain, he wept, for there were no more worlds for him to conquer. Grayson talks Bob Iger stepping down as Disney CEO. And with no interest in running the bureaucracy that he created, he handed that responsibility to another Bob, Bob Chapek, and left all the fun parts for himself. And believe it or not, this is actually a really boss move of Bob Iger because the only reason he hired Chapek is because he was willing to split the job with him. And it's crazy and super cool when you think about it because Bob Iger is actually making himself the new Walt Disney. I know it sounds blasphemous, but you're going to be interested when I explain it. And the reason Bob Iger would want to make himself like the new Walt Disney is because he was supposed to be running for president, but why run for president of the US when you could be the lovable uncle of the entire world? So let me explain this. Back in the day, Disney was run by two brothers, Walt Disney, who was the face and the name of the company, and his brother, Roy Disney. And yeah, so Walt Disney was like a cartoonist and a director, but he quickly became like the head and like the person in charge of all the creative decisions made at the Disney company. And his brother Roy had to pay for all those creative decisions. Bob Iger is doing the exact same thing to Bob Chapek. So Bob Iger first got his job as CEO of Disney after Frank Wells' tragic death in a helicopter crash. And his partner Michael was not able and was incapable of running the job by himself, so he hired Bob Iger. Bob Iger eventually started doing everything himself, eventually buying things like ABC, Marvel, and 20th Century Fox. But now it seems Bob is ready for a partner. So, who is Bob Chapek? Well, he was the head of Disney Parks experiences, rides, attractions, and merchandising. But now he is the CEO, so he will be running all of the Disney company, while Iger is still in charge of all the creative decisions. And this will continue until Bob Iger's contract ends next year. Now, a lot of people were surprised when Bob Chapek got the job, but considering how well his new ride Rise of the Resistance is doing, it's not that surprising that they chose him. But Bob Chapek is widely hated. Yes, because he is known for cutting corners and cheaply trying to recreate the Disney magic. And his greed has overcrowded the Disney parks and left his Disney employees hungry and homeless because they are massively underpaid. So, in conclusion, Bob Chapek didn't take this job from Bob Iger and didn't choose this job from Bob Iger because he was the best man for the job, because he definitely wasn't. But he was willing to split the job and hand over all his problems to Iger when the situation arose. So that's my explanation on why Bob Iger is stepping down as CEO. What do you think? Share your thoughts down below and don't forget to subscribe to Grayson Talks Everything.